So, I am going to get after it, and I'm documenting my progress for science. So, I have a couple avenues of how I can make money. I can do some of the things I used to do. I can sell some of my goods. Ignore my squeaky ass chair. I've got lots of games to sell. I have an old motorcycle that needs a little bit of work to figure out what's wrong with it, and we're going to sell that. I've mentioned a few times. I've got these old Pokemon games, which I need to just throw up on eBay and put them on auctions. And I let fear of, well, sorry, I hate when people get too close to the camera, but I hate, or I don't like letting fear stop me from doing things. Fear of the unknown. But I do, which is why I haven't done a lot of things. Some things are tied up with things that are painful for me, painful memories, and I have to kind of face too much to deal with them. A lot of them remind me of my failures that hurt me and haunt me, and I am trying really hard to get over those right now and take action on those things because I've been putting them off for a long time, and I've realized like nobody's gonna be here to help me. Nobody's gonna be here to hold my hand through these things, and the only way to actually do it is to just fucking do it. And once you do, you go, wow, that wasn't even that bad. It's the anticipation of doing it that stops you. It's that fear. And that's what anxiety is, which, according to fucking doctor's definition, I suffer from. But I don't even like looking at it that way. And I honestly don't think that's even how it really is. I don't think we need to put a label on everything. I don't think everything needs a diagnosis. I think what it really is worrying about the future in a way that is preventable, in a way that we could not do, in a way that I have the power not to stop, to prevent myself from doing. So anyway, I've got some of these games that are pretty damn valuable. Drill Dozer, this goes for at least $100. Pokemon Heart Gold goes for like 140 maybe. Soul Silver goes for like 130, maybe 150, 140. Depends how lucky you get. So anyway, it's a little bit of money in my pocket. Now this isn't like buying me an apartment in Manhattan. This isn't paying off anything. Not that I have things to pay off really particularly, but this isn't buying me a new car. But it's a little bit of money in my pocket, and it's something I need to do. So I'm gonna throw those up on eBay probably tomorrow when I get up. I'm gonna watch my movie, which is one of the things that has brought me a lot of pain, which I hate so much. It's this thing I should be deeply proud of, that I put so much time and effort into. It's my creation, it's my thing. But the stress from it at the very, very end of it, I hate this. I hate even talking about it a million times. The literal very last thing, there's one credit left out, and the stress of my editor being such a dick weasel and not wanting to fucking do that for me, and my mom making it a really big deal when it wasn't at all, led to me having my freak accident just in my state of stress. And I need to get over it, which is really hard to do because it affects me every day, including today. And it's over a year later, but I need to get over the regret and the weight of it, and I need to move past that. Because then going to show my movie wasn't even really a happy thing for me because I was then dealing with that. It was days after, and dealing with the mental weight of it. I was kind of just dragging myself through the event, and then when I went back again this year, I didn't have a movie playing, but that's kind of what was in my mind. It was like, this is signifying this for me. This is like a representation of what it was last year of my injury, and I don't want to look at the world that way. I really don't. So anyway, that, and then also my Etsy store that I let crumble, which would make for a beautiful second income. And need to just get on there and assess the damages and see what's what. I'm stressed out to do it, and I let it crumble just out of not knowing if I was making money or not, and I didn't know exactly how to check it, if I was actually losing money when I had to pay to have the products made before selling them, because I was going through a third party to sell stuff, and I just let it collapse. My dad was like, are you even making money or are you losing money? And he made me kind of start to, I'm not blaming anybody, my dad, my mom, but he made me really start to second guess it. And it started to weigh on me, and I put it off and put it off and put it off, the same way I put off my movie for, God, it's like 3.5 years after I shot it. And I have these pictures in my room of me shooting my movie that my dad like decorated my room while I wasn't living here for me, and I came back and it was what was above my desk. And it's very bitter sweet because it's this proud thing that I did and accomplished, but it also reminds me of how I put it off for so long, and it reminds me of how I injured myself from the stress of it. In the end, it's been this life-changing injury, and so it's taken this thing that should be something I'm so proud of, that was mine, my creation, and it made it into this thing that I'm deeply regret and I'm like ashamed to myself that happened. And that sucks. And that hurts a lot. And it's been tough to fucking juggle. It's been weird. It's been a weird emotion. A lot of weird emotions. But I need to start making some money. And I gotta move on with my life. And I have the festival things hanging up here too. I'm not showing any of this. I don't want to like show my whole room, but it's time. So I gotta start doing some of this. Move on. And start writing. I need to finish writing my next thing. I have been letting all the past slip past me because it's all associated with how long I put it off and the bad things that have happened to me, but like the only way to really overcome it is to overcome it and make these things be good anyway, in spite of these things. Everything I need to do now has to be in spite of the injuries. I don't want to be defined by the injuries, but that means I also have to overcome them and do everything in spite of them, because they are a fixture of my life at the moment, at the very least. And that's not in my control at the moment. You know, along the way, down the line, in the future, maybe things will get better. And that's something I can work on over time. That's why my life's been on pause, as I've felt that I needed to fix my health before I could do anything else. And it just hasn't been the case. It's not happened. I haven't even tried, because some of these treatments are so expensive in the ways that I should have. I just was taking so many pills, it was eating my insides alive and giving me a permanent acid reflux that was fucking torturous. And I slept with Tums next to my bed and would take like 3 a night every night as my insides would burn. So I quit doing that, and yeah, it's been fun. Sarcasm, obviously, but you know, most people don't go through shit like this, and it's been tough because I've really spent a lot of time going, why me? Why me? Why me? Why so young? Do I have to live with this? Am I gonna have to carry this the entire rest of my life? Maybe. It makes me goddamn stronger. I'll tell you that much. Cracking my neck right there is kind of really fucking hurt. Made me a little dizzy, loopy. But yeah, it makes me fucking stronger, you know? Because I can shoulder it, because I can carry my burdens like that. It's time to move on, and I am moving on. I applied to over like 20 jobs in the past day, and I'm going to start hearing back from them before too long. I need to get a remote one so I can shoot this next short film, which is about the time I've spent here and wasted and how I feel about it. And it's a bit of like a coming of age comedy. And I just need to finish writing it. And I also need to finish my television script so I can submit it to festivals, including the one that I know a lot of people at, because obviously I need to do that. That could be really good for me. Nothing could come from it, but it could be really great for me. And I need to believe in myself in this film shit. It's never gonna happen if I don't truly believe, not even that I can do it, but that I'm going to make it happen. And I've been really good about that, but sometimes it flees. It's fleeting. It comes, it goes occasionally. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Welcome to my life, my silly little life. I wish it was happier. I wish I was sitting around talking about all the bitches I got living at the beach, living it up in Florida where I was supposed to be the past year, going out on the boat, getting yoked, stacking money. None of that's happened yet. And I got new challenges, and life isn't exactly the way I thought it was going to go. But everything is still possible. And you gotta just be grateful to be alive and that you're breathing. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, anyway, that's my life so far. That's what's happening. A fun little update for science. I need to go to bed. I can taste peanut butter. I had a peanut butter banana. Not a lot of food in the house at the moment. So, sleep time. It's actually earlier than I usually go to bed. I think it's almost 4 a.m. So not great. And I was dead fucking tired at like 1 and 2. But I played a little Xbox. I haven't played Xbox in a really long time because I've been super all or nothing. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to focus on what I need to do. That's a waste of time. Then I scroll my phone for 10 hours a day. So, anyway, I know what I need to do. I'm working on it. I'm getting better. I'm improving. And we're moving forward, god damn it. God damn it. And it's fucking happening. So, life is beautiful. And I'm really working on this shit. And I'm really getting better. And that's all I can say. And now I'm just repeating myself. So, buenos noches.